jumping directly into the topic of today, as you see, we have in front of us the topic of EU funding for rail. And here, some of you may know, some of you might not be so familiar with, but in fact, we have a labyrinth or a big ecosystem of different EU funding programs that are addressing from different angles investments in the rail sector. Of course, as an industry, this is very important for us because if we look in European countries, in some countries, the share of investments in transport in rail infrastructure, it's really coming from public funding budgets from the European Union rather than from national budgets. So we have to be aware that the dimension here is large, and understanding how these funding programs works is very interesting, and of course it can be very useful to for your companies to really be on top of it and make the most of it in terms of business. So this is just a bit of an introduction of the training, but I would like to make the point on some key items before we start, so to set the context and align on expectations. So first of all, the objective of this session is to provide a general overview in EU funding to show how it works and to show you that in fact it can be addressable and accessible for you. So just to say that we are not talking about things that are not real. So we're not talking about things that are happening. We will see many examples about it. And then, of course, this is aimed to be an introductory section. And later on, second half of the year, and many more will follow, we can deep dive and zoom in into more concrete programs, more concrete rules and topics and things inside the program, so we can get more into the nitty gritty, depending on your needs and the feedback that we receive after this first one. So